Hi, I'm Debbie Hartner. I'm Elsie Johnson. We are two sisters, Southern Cooking.
Hey y'all, I have got my pot of hot liquid that I've already started to heat up for what we're going to put the chicken in the stock pot. It is a total of 10 cups of water, and we're going to utilize that broth that comes off of that chicken stock in our chicken and rice dishes. So anyway, I have a whole chicken here and I have 3 leg quarters. So the combination of those, all of that, is going to be divided up into the 2 chicken and rice entrees. So I have 2 teaspoons of poultry seasoning, a teaspoon of pepper, black pepper, and a teaspoon of salt. And I'm just going to spread it across them and rub it in to the chicken. I'm going to try and cover every inch of the chicken. It will probably come off a little bit in the broth when I put it in there, but it will still season it pretty good. And by me rubbing it on there, some of it will stick. So I'm gonna do this whole chicken. I have a whole chicken here, and then when it cools down, then we'll just take all the meat off the bone and divide it out equal. And I'll do the same thing with the leg quarters, the 3 leg quarters that I have. I did the leg quarters because of I figured a little bit more chicken meat, you know, a little more chicken to be able to do 2 different dishes would be good. Okay. I got 2 more. Okay, that's covered good. This one's already covered on that side, so I just need to do the skin side. The skin is actually going to give us some really good broth. The fat and the skin is going to really give us some good flavoring. Okay. Alright, I'm going to throw in the leg quarters first. And then I'm going to put in my whole chicken. And I'm going to go put that back on the stove, and I'm going to cook it on medium high for an hour, and then we'll see if it's done. It might be an hour and a half, but because we want it to be really, really tender and fall apart so that it falls off the bone and it comes off easy. So we will be back when we assemble it with the 2 different chicken and rice dishes and show you how we were able to take it off the bone.
Hey guys, so we are making 2 kinds of chicken and rice. Elsie's making one on the stove that is her tried and true recipe, and I'm making one in the baking dish. So I'm going to do something that is quite different from what you're used to. You're used to sauteing your onions and your garlic on the stove, but I'm going to put these in the oven, and we're going to saute them for about 15 minutes. And I'm going to take them out between 12 and 15 minutes. In the meantime, we've already cooked our chicken. So what I'm going to do is put a rub on our chicken. Then we're going to put uncooked rice in here, and we're going to put our chicken stock, and we're going to put water in here, and everything is going to bake in one pan. So, and that chicken stock is made from the broth that was off of the chicken that we already prepared earlier, that we showed you that we were doing. So we sprayed a little bit of spray in our baking dish because
Vegetable spray.
We didn't want to have it burn. So this is going in the oven at 350 for 12 to 15 minutes, and then we'll get it out, and then we'll put the rest of our ingredients in. In the meantime, I'll be right back because I have to prep my chicken rub to put on top of the rest of this. So we'll be right back. Hey y'all, it's Debbie and Elsie. So we are making the seasoning now to put on top of our chicken, because our chicken and rice is going to go into the oven. It's a 1-pan deal. The rice is uncooked. We put our liquids in there. We're going to put our chicken on top, but we had already pre-cooked our chicken on the stove.
With seasonings, poultry seasoning, salt and pepper and whatnot. But we have a seasoning mix that she's going to sprinkle on there, because this is going to sit on top of the rice and it's going to bake in the oven, and it's just going to get the skin crispy and have a nice crunch with a nice flavor to it.
So this here is going to, we're just going to, and we're going to cook this. We're going to cook it covered for a little bit, and then we're going to uncover it so it'll crisp up. But this here is just to give it some flavor. Okay, so our garlic, onions, and butter is sauteed, and they're out of the oven. So I'm going to go ahead and cook my 1.5 cups of uncooked rice. Now this is uncooked, guys. Put that in here. And we're going to go ahead and place our chicken in here. I'm going to cover it with tin foil for a little bit, and then I'll take it off and let it crisp up a little more. But I'm just going to go ahead and put my chicken in here and let it get all nice and yummy. There we go. All right. So now, after this, I'm going to take my water, and I'm going to go ahead and put my water in here. So this is what's actually going to cook your rice. And I'm going to cover it up with tin foil when we're done. And of course, then I have this yummy 1.5 cups of our chicken stock. That's going to be good. All right. It's going to be a little watery, but the rice will absorb this. When it comes out of the oven, it's going to be oh so delicious. All right. There you go, guys. I'm going to cover it with tin foil, get it in the oven, and we're going to have some goody chicken and rice for dinner tonight. GoPro, stop recording. Hey guys, so the chicken and rice bake is done, and Elsie's going to be showing hers also, but I wanted you guys to see what it looks like when it's done. It does take about maybe 45 minutes total to get the rice done, because it needs to cook, and otherwise it'll be crunchy, and that's not good. So,
right.
Anyways, I'm getting off of here with mine, putting mine over there so we can get ready to eat, and Elsie's going to be coming on with hers in just a moment. So we will see you guys in our next video.
Elsie.
And I'm Debbie.
We're two sisters Southern cooking.
And we thank you for visiting our page. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Thank you.